We've been focusing our redevelopment efforts in this neighborhood for about 10 years now. To date, we've done over 20 rehabs of historic homes in this general area.
They're buildings that some people would have never taken on, and they've been brave enough and confident enough to take them on, rehab them, and make them a working part of the neighborhood again.
About 2 years ago, we were in the neighborhood looking at some other projects. We always looked at these houses and thought it's really unique to have not just one or two of this style of house, but 6 of them all in a row.
We saw this block as an opportunity because these shotgun rows are historic and beautiful. There's a nice rhythm to them.
They unfortunately had been neglected and abandoned for about 10 years.
A lot of people thought they should be torn down.
This is a historic district, which prevented us from doing that.
Because of my background, I knew of a project called Project Row House in Houston and how they had taken similar shotgun houses and had used them to house artists and residents or for installations for artists.
We started thinking about the arts, artists, and the role of arts in community development.
Maybe this is a real opportunity to utilize these shotguns, transform this whole block, and try out this idea of lived workspace for artists for sale.
A couple of the folks at the Center for Great Neighborhoods came up with a really good adaptive reuse for these homes. They applied for a grant from the Kresge Foundation and got it.
So we're doing 5 homes that are shotguns and they're being totally rehabbed for live workspace. And the last home that's owned by the homeowners, they've been great homeowners for I think almost 25 years.
And we'll be redoing the exterior to match the exteriors of the other houses. Because these houses had been neglected for so long and were in such bad condition when we started, we had to rebuild almost entirely from the inside out. What it is, it's an old 120-year-old house, but it is as energy efficient as a modern new construction.
The whole house is basically new while following in with historic preservation guidelines.
We engaged architects that did a wonderful job in designing the space with the needs of artists in mind.
We want the artists to come and sort of share in this neighborhood and this community, and that to me is something that this market, either in Northern Kentucky or Greater Cincinnati, has not had before.
The Shotgun Row development builds upon the 30+ years of work we've done in this community around building community participation and civic engagement, and it really effectively evolves the work of the center from the more traditional neighborhood development corporation work that we've been known for, and has us looking at creative placemaking as a framework for future work.
This is a really interesting time in Covington because we're situated on the precipice of some really interesting change. Artists are the ones that can tell this story using their voice. This is the power of creative placemaking, and it transforms communities into lively, sustainable cities with the arts at their core.
You feel this energy and this momentum here. We want to make that bigger. We want to make that better. We want to make sure that everyday residents of Covington are really benefiting from the changes that are happening and are having a big voice in the future of our community and celebrating the past of this community.
I purchased this beautiful house here behind me about 3 years ago from the Center of Great Neighborhoods. So if I'm looking off my front porch, I'm looking right down Orchard Avenue. And right now I'm looking at the construction for the Shotgun Row houses. They have made a lot of progress. I'm very excited what I see and really looking forward to the future to see what else is coming.
One of the goals in this project is not just to rehab buildings, and it's not just to bring artists in, but it's really that interaction between artists and residents and the community.
One of the ways that we're doing that is in the middle of the project, there's an empty lot that used to have a shotgun house on it, but was torn down a number of years ago. And we are working with the local West Side Action Coalition and local artist David Rice.
We're turning it into a pocket park. We want it to be artistic, so again, we're going to have sculpture. Our gardeners in the West Side Action Coalition will be designing the landscaping layout. We'll be doing the work.
Our main concentration is beautification projects, I think, that makes the neighborhood look better and people feel more hopeful about their neighborhoods.
Artists tell the story of the here and now. Their creativity brings a sense of identity to a community, and the Shotgun Row Project is a really unique way to bring those artists to Covington.
We're building something that's not just about Covington, not just about Kentucky, not just about the Cincinnati area, but something that's of national import, something that's really looking at how urban communities plan for the 21st century and plan for what they're going to be in decades to come.
This has brought great joy to me because I've been walking by these buildings now for 14 years, every day or two, and to see the renewed life it's just amazing.
It's been a really fun past 12 months being able to be part of this creative process that's been going on with Sarah and Adam in terms of taking these homes and recreating them and making them into something really, really special.
We're so excited to be the first buyers of one of the homes here at Shotgun Row here in Covington.
We've been looking in Covington for a couple years for property, and when we found Shotgun Row, we knew that that was it. And we love the Cove.
The Shotgun Row Project, it's given people a vision of what it could be. So it's like creating hope